A lot of you will take a look at that league table and think, oh, he's never going to win the league this year. But all I see is we're basically halfway there. Hello guys, and welcome back to the third episode of Replicating Ranieri with Toulouse, where today we are playing two games in the Ligue 1 season against Lille and then Lorient. I don't mind these two sides. I feel like we have a good chance at getting some wins and some draws against them. Honestly, at this point in the season, we are taking draws. If you take a look at our place in the table, we are on 9th place position, and we don't mind that at all. 14 points, 4 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. Could be a lot better, to say the least, but you know what, we did know that we were going to come away with a very big challenge when we decided to come for the job here, but I think that we could have a chance at beating Lille here today. This is the lineup that we are going with. No, it's not. Thought I had it set up. This is the lineup that we are going with. After a couple of changes, we do have a fully fit side. Unfortunately, Ojo has picked up a knock. Well, it's not really a knock, it's a broken ankle. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 months, so we will certainly miss his contribution to the squad. But I still feel like this team can do an alright job. A lot of players have been playing quite well. Douglas Luiz has been the star player in my opinion. Very surprised with how well he's done. He even picked up a hat-trick off camera a couple of days ago. Actually, let's go through the games that we did play off camera, all 7 of them. So these are those games, and we obviously, you know how we are doing in the league, but the key matches were this loss against AS Monaco. That's when I kind of knew that we weren't going to be challenging for those top spots this year. And probably the best game that we played, that's a tough one, I'm not going to lie. Maybe this Rene's match where we won 3-0, and there was another one in there where we scored over 3 goals, and it was this one where Douglas Luiz did pick up that hat-trick. But without any further ado, let's get straight into this game against Lille, and hopefully we can pick up all 3 points to try and get us further up the table than the 9th position that we are in right now. A lot of people without faces in this squad that we're facing today, so that kind of gives me a little bit of confidence. Rahman was a man out on the right who was playing for them, and I was thinking about picking him up during the transfer window, but ended up going with no one actually. I think it was going to be my last signing, but I just decided against it. I kind of regret it because he's doing quite well for Lille this year, but at the end of the day, we have some very good winger options, despite the fact that Ojo is injured right now. Vallejo's also not completely match fit, that's why he's not playing. Would have loved to have had him starting, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles in football. Well, the cookie's been crumbling that way a lot for us lately. We've picked up a lot of knocks. Fontaine even managed to pick himself up a knock for quite some time, about 4 weeks or something like that. He was out for quite a few games, and we definitely struggled with his absence, despite the fact that he's not exactly proven to be a prolific striker. So hopefully we can get him scoring some goals very quickly in this episode so that he can have a good one for you guys. A ball gets whipped into the middle, and eventually it falls to Illich, and now he squares it over to Montoya. Great pass, but you know, not exactly the forward thinking that we're looking for, and eventually we get a great opportunity there. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys, more technical issues. If you guys have been long-term subscribers here, you will know the sheer amount of technical issues we deal with on this channel. Yeah, it's just a bit of character, you know? And it's a bit of character building for you guys, a bit of character building for me. It's only a little bit frustrating. You know, I know I need to upgrade on my laptop, but unfortunately Lille did come away with a goal, and we are 1-0 down, and we have been all the way until, I think we're at the something like 78th minute or something now, actually. If it would, I would love to go and listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, go live, there we go, 78th minute, exactly as I said. And we are going to make our first substitution of the match. We've done pretty well in this game so far. It's a little bit unfair to say that we deserve to be a goal down, but that's the position that we are in, and we're hoping to do something about that with some substitutes right now. But everyone's not really match fit, so we're going to give these 2 moves a crack, see what they do, and play out the last few minutes of the game and hope that we can get back into it, come away with a point. I was feeling mildly confident about this game before the start of the match, and maybe I could be proven right here. Fontaine on the ball, looking to create a good angle for himself, but unfortunately the goalkeeper stands tall and can't let, for us, the goal go into the back of the net. Well, it's not a goal unless it goes into the back of the net, is it? And eventually the chance does fizzle out. And they're bringing on Jota, who was a very good player in this game. Rahman coming off, and he didn't actually do anything against us. So I'm happy I didn't sign him. Well, not exactly happy that I didn't sign him. I certainly need more cover in that striker position. He's a winger/striker. Would have been a great player for us. Jota's a substitute, almost making us go 2 goals down there. But luckily for us, it doesn't find the back of the net. A great save by our goalkeeper, and their header from the corner goes well over the bar. Fingers crossed that we can get something out of this game. Not feeling optimistic. This has been a very tough season so far. Only 11 games in, and I'm already thinking that this could be the one where it makes our reputation go down, and it could be very difficult to find a job next year. And that is how the game ends. I'm far from pleased with how the performance went from the team. And we're just going to try and move on from everything, you know? You just got to move forward in life. And that, I swear that's what some smart person would say in this situation. You ignore the past, you move on, you keep going with your video. You guys can quote that and put it on a t-shirt if you really want to. So let's jump straight into our next game, which is away from home. Who's it against? It's against Lorient. Don't know if that is how it's pronounced, but that's who we're playing. Going into this next game against Lorient, I'm not going to lie, I think I would take a draw. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. This is the same person that just came third after finishing 14th place the year before with Real Betis. Which, by the way, I'm never going to stop talking about. If I'm still uploading YouTube videos in about 10 years' time, I will still reference that. I will be like, you know, back in FM20 when I had really bad mics and really bad computers and really bad everything to do with my videos. Hopefully I will have it sorted by then. I will say, you know, I managed to take Real Betis all the way up to 3rd place from 14th place. Don't think we're going to beat that one. But we're going to try our best, even though I don't know what's physically possible with the Toulouse squad. This is the team that we're going with today. Pretty similar lineup. We brought Vallejo back in. I'm hoping that we can come away with at least a point today. I mean, a win certainly would be welcome. But I think that they certainly know that it might be a difficult one. I did tell them that I was expecting a win. Sometimes that gives them a bit of a firing up and a bit of motivation, but not today, unfortunately. But straight off the bat, we do have an opportunity. But also straight off the bat, we do lose the ball. So, you know, kind of cancelled each other out there. They kick it long, and, well, it looked like he was going to kick it long, but he kind of just kicked it to his defender. Could have done that with a short pass. I guess my striker was in the way there, but, you know, I'm just nitpicking where I can. They put a good ball into the middle, and luckily for us, it goes over the bar. Early on, it looks like they are going to be the team that are going to be creating more chances, but obviously, we have only seen one chance so far, so hopefully we can create our own chance with this one right here. Montoya on the ball, playing it to Vallejo, out to Douglas Luiz, who plays a great ball over to our left winger. Eventually it comes back into the box. No one is there, but Kone, playing as that Kante role, manages to get the ball back, and it does go over to him, that man, and he puts it into the back of the net for the first goal of the episode, and we are 1-0 up away from home against Lorient. Not something that I was expecting, but a welcome surprise nonetheless. What is that? What's that meme? I swear that's a meme. Is that a meme? I think it's a movie quote. A surprise, but a welcome one. I don't know. If you guys know that, let me know down in the comments. See, look, I'm being a real YouTuber, you know, telling you guys to comment stuff. Gosh, I'm just on another level. Someone just give me a shout out, Loki Doki, and I'll turn into the new United City FM. By the way, if you guys do follow the United City FM, he is such a good YouTuber, so undeserved to have not had more subscribers before that Loki Doki shout out. Massive props to you, my friend. And let's jump straight back into the video, because I'm getting too focused on other people, and I completely ignore that highlight. I tend to do that, you know. I just get caught up in talking about whatever I'm talking about and just ignore the game at hand. Forget that I'm a Football Manager YouTuber sometimes. Sometimes I just think you guys come here for me. Well, I hope you come here for me. I hope the content is secondary. I hope that my rambling is entertaining enough as it is. As we go into halftime, it looks like we are going to be 1-0 up as it stands. Don't mind that at all. If you take a look at the stats, as I love to do, I don't think we've been quite as good as we could have been, but let's try and make sure it keeps going with a 1-0 lead in the second half. Straight into the second half, and we have a corner. Great position. Yep, corners are typically great positions. Don't know why I said that. Ignore that. We try and get the ball back through Kone there. Can't be the Kante roll there. But unfortunately, they are through on goal and they put it into the back of the net. Great finish from their striker. And straight away, I feel a lot less confident that we're going to be coming away with all 3 points. Well, obviously, as soon as a team scores, you tend to feel less confident about the result. How was Kone only on a 6.5? He has played amazingly every single time I've seen him in the highlights so far this game. I think we're already going to make my first substitute, though. And I think it's going to be Fontaine. He's just not doing the business for me right now. You know, I kind of want something else up there. So I'm going to pick Mendy, see if he can do anything. He's already scored 1 goal this season, but that was when Fontaine was injured. Maybe we can get one from this corner. Goes into the right area, headed across the box, and Vallejo at the back post was one of the men I was going to take off, but decided against it, and he has managed to pick up a goal. And now we're back on top, 2-1. Don't mind that at all. I'm thinking about dropping down to a cautious mentality. If they score here, then no, we're not. No, I never said that I was thinking about dropping onto a cautious mentality. Stupid idea. If anything, we're moving to a positive mentality. Come on, that's just annoying. Just a free kick. Well, to be fair, we scored from a corner. We can't really be complaining about set pieces now, can we? De Sosa Torres. Gosh, that's a long name to say the least. He's picked up a knock, so we're going to bring on Joa. Is this seriously just a team full of people that they know I can't pronounce their name? I honestly think I can pronounce like 50% of the names in this team. Gosh, I need to do some language lessons with old lady players. Come on. Surely that's something you could chuck on Patreon or Skillshare. You know what? I'd love to get a subscription to Skillshare. Maybe they could sponsor this video. I mean, probably need a couple more views than what I'm getting right now. But you know, it's not about the views. It's about the engagement, the love of doing what you're doing. And I think that Skillshare could really appreciate that. Surely they can hook me up with a couple of language courses, then maybe I wouldn't mispronounce so many names. But I think right now, it looks like I'm needing Skillshare courses on how to play Football Manager, because it looks like we've given away a penalty. Again, I've gone into the habit of ignoring the game. And, yep, I think we're going to be going a goal down here, unless we can make a great save from the penalty spot. I don't think I remember the last time a player made a save from a penalty spot for me. We're going to move into a positive mentality in anticipation for going 1 goal down. And I was thinking about making a substitute there, but decided against it. Whenever they go to VAR, it normally ends up being a penalty, as it is here. And they step up. Come on. Please tell me our goalkeeper, whose name I cannot pronounce, can save it. It's a good penalty. And unfortunately for us, it is 3-2. And it did look very promising for a good period of time, but that free kick and now that penalty have just sent us back down into 12th place, which is not where we want to be at the end of this episode. 2 very winnable games, and maybe it is not done yet. Mendy is through and goal, and he puts it into the back of the net. I was so disappointed for a few seconds there, and straight away, Mendy has made me feel good again. And I certainly feel vindicated for making that substitution. Fontaine has not been an amazing striker for us this year, and maybe Mendy will be weaseling his way into the starting 11 a little bit more often if he can do that game in, game out. Obviously, Fontaine hasn't been doing that lately. I don't know if I want to make my last substitute. You know, I think we can just sit here, wait and see if anything happens for the last few minutes. Hopefully something does happen, because we need to make sure that we score a goal if we want to get all 3 points. That's how it typically works. If you win the game, you get all 3 points. If you don't win the game, you'll get 1 point or 0 points, depending on how many goals the other team have scored in comparison to you. There's my football 101 with you guys. And please tell me we have a highlight before the end of the game. Don't think we will have one. Full time, and at the end of the day, if you take a look at those stats and the way that the game went, especially with the penalty, I think you have to say that was probably a fair result. I'm still going to tell them I'm not happy with the performance out there. They're probably getting a bit sick of hearing that lately, because they haven't been in amazing form. Maybe I'm going to have to tinker. Yeah, tinker? I think tinker is the word. Yeah, let's go with tinker. Tinker with the tactic to see if we can get the best out of our team. But that's something I'm going to have to do off camera. And this is where we're going to end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, there will not be an episode tomorrow. Oh, I know, you guys are all so shocked. What, Raxo? We're not going to get to hang out with you tomorrow? I know, it's okay. I'm going away for a weekend with my girlfriend, so we're going to go down to Queenstown, where, if you don't know, in New Zealand, that's in the South Island. And basically, we're allowed to do that because of the lockdown regulations have been lifted because we've done so well during the pandemic that's going on right now. If you guys out there are still going through lockdown and the pandemic, I hope that you guys are enjoying my content during it, and I hope that you and your families are all very safe. And my sincerest condolences go out to everyone affected by the situation. So I really hope you guys are all doing well in the situation that you are in. But I am lucky enough to be able to go out for traveling, and that is why I will not be uploading tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching as per usual. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all later.